about food, and I have a big craving for any kind of food available in Delhi. Delhi is the place for foodies only. And second, talk about craving. So many things are there. It's winters, so nice mutton tikkas, tandoori chicken.
It was thousands of years ago when man discovered fire, and his discovery led him to believe that if he stuck some meat into it, it would become tasty. I don't know how he did it, but it worked wonderfully well for meat. However, it may not have worked very well for everything.
I know the story. There's once this hunter, and he was coming, and he hunted something, and he was about to eat it, and then he tripped. And just as he tripped, lightning came, hit a tree, and there was fire. Oh, you just burnt me. Lightning came, there was a fire, and it set on fire. It fell in there, and suddenly it smelled so nice. And that's how he started eating meat. But it's not just meat. Everything tastes nice in a tandoor.
Yes, especially if you burn it, it tastes delicious. So the legend of the tandoor that was born thousands of years ago has continued and has evolved into this. And when men think of cooking with fire, they think of the tandoor. At least I do.
The lodi is marvelous. You know, chicken tikka is great, mutton tikka is awesome.
They are found in Kolkata. They are a little lazy. They sleep when they like, they wake when they like. They eat what they like, they do what they like. You can't really control them. They're not very cuddly. They don't hug you and hang around. They can get really snarly once in a while, especially when it's hot out there. But one thing's for sure, they love their fish. I'm talking about cats, because that is what they do. And in case you haven't guessed by now, by looking at this menu card, we are at the legendary, and this is a legendary Kolkata eatery called Peter Cat. Isn't that right, my lazy friend?
Hey, amar khana ko hai. Kothay amar khana? Hello. So Peter Cat has been around for a long time. We will delve into the history later. But the reason I'm very excited to be here, that they have almost as many kebabs and tandoori items for vegetarians as they do for the meat eaters. Case in point being this. Something I have never had before. Look at that. Beautiful giant florets of broccoli done kebab style with a lovely topping of cheese and many other things. And that's just the start.
But what Peter Cat does, and it's an Indian food restaurant, make no mistakes about it. What they do is what they've done to this fish makhmali kebab. It's a standard fish kebab cooked in a tandoor with very gentle, subtle spices like the palate of Kolkata demands. But in addition to that, they've done something, they've added something on top to make it really nice and moist and silky. Why the name Peter Cat? Do you know the secret behind it? There's a very interesting story behind it. It's a deep story. It has a lot of nuances. Do you know why? Because you thought it was a catchy name. Oh, that's it.
I come here very often. I've come to Peter Cat, right from my college days. Everything is delicious.
I love the food here. It's very nice.
And we especially come to Peter Cat for a few signature dishes, you know.
You know, it's nice that finally vegetarians are getting the respect and the due consideration that we deserve. So I'm so happy. So happy. Look at my team.
If you take a look at this tandoori prawn, you will see this evil thing right here on top. And what is it? This is that secret sort of creamy, almost cheesy, spiced marinade which is unique. In fact, since we are dressed in orange and everything is orange today, I'm going to go out and buy a religious CD of a speech and keep it in my pocket. You know why?
Why?
Because even after pran jaye, pravachan na jaye. Somebody feed him. Please.
Every time a meat kebab comes out, a vegetarian kebab comes out too. It's a neck-to-neck sort of race.
Let us see who wins in the end.
Wow.
Because that is important. What's come to the table for me is this, the chicken Irani kebab. It has a very subtle taste of fennel all over it. So every time I take a bite, you can taste the fennel. Beautiful. Again, making it unusual. It really keeps the kebabs moist, this thing. Very good.
The vegetarian match is large potatoes roasted in their jackets with a filling that has not just the potatoes but a whole bunch of spices and other vegetables which are like squished together to form this. Fabulous.
Let's do this.
Chelo kebab, that is one of my favorites. Especially the chelo kebab.
Chero kebab.
Chelo kebab only.
Is the pièce de résistance. The reason why Peter Cat is best known in Kolkata. This is the cello kebab. And how pretty it is. Show them that simultaneously. Come on. Talk about that one.
Mine brings out very nationalistic feelings in me for some reason. I'm not going to say why. I'm speechless. This is the first time I'm overwhelmed.
You're a patriot. Yes. I think you're a patriot. I salute you. My friend, I salute you.
It's a bit strange that I'm going to eat an Iranian chalo kebab, but I'm feeling very nationalistic about India, but I am.
Excuse me.
Chelo kebab basically means kebabs which are served with rice. So when Mr. Kothari decided to introduce this here, he already knew it would do well because food, meat or vegetables, rice, Bengalis, cats, everybody loves meat with their rice, especially the people in Bengal. And that's why this has become a bestseller.
The reason why this kebab is such a big hit is because it's got everything. It's got the rice and that butter which makes a wonderful combination. In addition to it, you've got these beautiful lamb seeks which are really, really well made. And again, really juicy. That seems to be the speciality of Peter Cat. They don't get anything dry. And then of course is the chicken cello kebab, which is this, the chicken kebab. And when you put it all together, you get a whole meal, including that fried egg that sits on top.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Cello.
Cello who?
I don't know cello who, but cello kebab khane chale.
Cello chale jungle mein, jahan koi na ho.
Now the veg cello kebab is their vegetarian or the veg Sikh kebab, quite fibrous, lots of vegetables inside. Here, let me show you. They've got carrots, they've got peas, they've got other green stuff and something very leafy which I suspect is spinach. The tandoori paneer, again done with that evil coating, and the tandoori aloo, which I've already eaten, all served on the bed of rice with this butter and a happy looking tomato. Very important. If you're in the food business, almost as important as the taste is the presentation. How nice you make something look. Look how pretty that is. And now I'm going to eat it and that won't be pretty.
How popular is the Sizzler over here? It says, ask Sizzlers, make us a legendary restaurant. So we decided to let them do the talking. The sound of perfection, as they claim. Thank you.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Can you take a hint from what's written there and just let the sound of perfection be heard? Everybody, listen.
The sound of perfection is going to be heard like this. Isn't that a lovely sound? I can't see.
Hello.
They have got this thick gravy on top of their sizzler. So just a whole bunch of kebabs. There's the steak, there's a chicken leg in there, there's some chicken kebabs over here, and all of them are topped with this singular gravy. Oh, a thing of beauty, a thing of beauty. Just touch this, how much fun it's going to be. Just touch it, put your tongue on it.
Show me how. Show me.
Like this. But
this is a very, very unique taste. If you live here or if you've eaten anywhere else where you think that can match up to this taste of the kebabs at Peter Cat, write into us at foodmad@ndtv.com and slip in some money in the envelope so Rocky can go and try it out on your behalf.
Please. It's also important to keep in mind, each one of these things could be a meal in itself. Don't try this at home. Only do this if you're a food professional like us, or if you're food